Hello, my name is Matt Rao, Incident Commander, Southwest Complex Incident Management Team 3. We've been in command of the Greer fire for the past 10 days, and today is our last shift. Today at 1800, we'll be transitioning command of the fire back to the Apache Sitgraves National Forest to a local Type 3 Incident Commander. I want to just take a minute and let everybody know how proud we were to come and help you all through this challenging event. When we arrived, this fire was one of the most challenging events that this area has seen in quite some time. We know that the residents and the communities around here are no stranger to fire. You've been challenged by fire in the past, but this one was a kind of a new breed of fire. The conditions this year are such that any ignition could be a fire that has devastating outcomes for the communities and the residents around. The Greer fire started near Greer and burned aggressively towards Eager and Springerville. When we arrived on scene, it was obvious that this was going to take a very aggressive initial attack effort. We were able to grow our organization to approximately 800 responders and take on that challenge. Throughout the course of our time here, we know that the evacuation was extremely challenging for everybody. We do our best to get people back in their homes in a timely fashion, but as I mentioned, the conditions this year are such that any ember, any hot spot that we didn't extinguish could start a new fire that would cause us to have to re-evacuate you. So I know it was a very long time you were out of your homes, and we empathize with that. So when we do evacuate folks, the last thing we want is to have to re-evacuate anybody. So we appreciate your patience in this. The entire Southwest Incident Management Team 3 organization thanks you for your patience and also thanks you for your help in this matter. The cooperation between the Department of Forestry and Fire Management in the state, the Apache County Emergency Management Organization, as well as the Apache County Sheriff's Department were absolutely integral in our success in this fire. The communication and the partnerships that had been developed before we got here were paramount to our success. We really appreciate those relationships and our ability to team up with you all and be successful in this fire. Another reason why we were so successful here on this fire was the aggressive fuels treatments that have been done by the Apache Sitgraves National Forest and the state of Arizona. These fuels treatments, to include prescribed burning, thinning, and logging operations, are the main reason why we were successful in stopping this fire. Without those fuels treatments, this fire would have kept on moving. The last thing I'll say is we're a long ways from the end of fire season. Take us back to the beginning of this fire, and you all saw how aggressively it burned. We are in a situation right now that we're probably in the same state for the next 6 to 8 weeks. There was a fire and fuels advisory issued not too long ago, actually this last week, that takes all of the White Mountains, most of the Gila zone, and parts of New Mexico in the central part. This advisory speaks to extreme and erratic fire behavior once a fire gets started. We are certainly not out of fire season yet. I encourage everybody to stay vigilant. Throughout this fire, I know many of you heard from the Apache County Office of Emergency Management about the Ready, Set, Go program. My advice to you all is when you live in these fire-prone ecosystems, you're always in the state of ready. When it comes to fire season, which can be quite long around here, you just need to be vigilant and be ready to grab your belongings and get out as quickly as you can. Having a plan doesn't need to mean you live in fear. You just need to be ready in case you do encounter a wildfire. So we appreciate the patience with us as we work to contain this fire and get you back in your homes. And we appreciate the community support. We absolutely could not have done this without you. From Southwest Complex Incident Management Team 3, we all thank you, and we are proud to serve, and we'll see you later.